Good evening. I decided to do this discussion on Kings Mountain National Battlefield Park. It's located in South Carolina. The park was established to commemorate the battle at Kings Mountain. The history of the park in 1906, the monument you see in the photograph there was passed to get it erected. Fundraising was done, about $30,000. About 50 acres was set aside for the park, and the monument was erected and established there. Then in 1931, the Park Service officially made the area a national park. There's a museum on site, and you can go and visit the battlefield. The history of this particular battle, well, before I get to that, this is actually just a map of the whole park. So it's a pretty good sized park that you can go and tour. There's paved walkways and driving that you can go through it. But the history of the park, the Battle of Kings Mountain took place in October of 1780. This was after the British had changed their strategy from a top-down strategy to a bottom-up strategy, so to speak, with the Revolutionary War. And this little battle took about 65 minutes to take place, with the Patriots winning it. Ferguson was the commander for the British Army. He had a little over 1,000 men, and the Patriots were just about 900 or so. Most of them were what were called over the mountain men. They were settlers from over the Appalachians that had crossed over to defend the Carolinas against the Loyalist invasion. They surrounded the mountain, again, using the mountain loosely, the term mountain loosely. It's a big hill, but they surrounded it. Ferguson was actually killed during this battle. The impact of this battle, it changed the mindset of the Patriots from we're losing to, hey, we got this and we can win, which they ended up doing. It changed the mindset of the British to we're on the move, we're winning this whole war, to, oh no, maybe we're not winning it. Cornwallis ended up retreating back to Charleston, back through the Carolinas to Charleston, left Charleston, went into Virginia, and of course about 18 months later or so surrendered at Yorktown, which pretty much ended the Revolutionary War. So that's the history and the impact of this particular battle. And of course the park was established to commemorate that, to commemorate the turning point and the importance of this battle in the Revolutionary War. These are just some photographs from the museum. They've got some, mannequins there dressed up in colonial garb. The battlefield trail is a walking trail where you can walk around the mountain. And if you notice the site here, the red line, and look back at the the battlefield site, they kind of mirror each other. This particular stone is a monument to Ferguson, who was the British commander and died during this battle. So we're planning a trip. My family is. We're going to Boston and then on Ireland this summer, and this is definitely a place that I would like to stop on our way to Boston. A little out of the way, but we'll figure out how to work it. It looks like a beautiful setting, but it would be amazing to take kids here and let them see the terrain and walk them through the steps of the battle and the maneuvers that these men did to win this particular battle and turn the war around. So it's definitely a place for a field trip with kids, small kids, middle schoolers, high schoolers, college trip. Take your family. It looks like a pretty neat place. Thank you.